for you. Okay guys, for this morning, and welcome to another edition of Don Olfen on Fishing. I'm doing this opening a little late. We've already got 7-8 fish in the boat. I'm with my son Don Jr. and we've just come out in Lucerne. There, oh, I just got one right there. Whoa, so I've got one as I'm starting. So we've got pups coming in here, and we are catching them on kokanee jigs. They're 5/8 jigs. I call them burbot jigs too, and we don't have anything on them, no sucker meat or anything like that. Don, do you want to grab the net real quick? It's coming right up. Just grab it real quick. I might just be able to push it in. Just go ahead. There you go. I want you to notice there, guys. These fish are hitting it in the mouth. That fish is absolutely hooked in the mouth, and now it comes off, and that's a perfect size to eat. What a great fish. All we're going to be doing this morning is I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about what I'm doing. Really, it's just exactly like I fish for kokanee, not even one bit of difference. And the only thing that's happening is that we're watching fish on the screen, we're seeing where they are, we're dropping to them, and we're just enticing them to bite. So stay tuned. Hopefully we'll be able to put a few more fish in the boat and talk to you a little bit more about our technique. Thanks for watching. We'll see what we have here. Ooh, acted like he wanted to come off there. Ooh, that's a nice fish.
Yeah, that's a good one. Look at that.
Ooh, now he knows he's hooked.
Yeah, that's a
Look, he's taking line.
By the time, I think he's going to be about a 10-pounder.
Think? We'll just have to see. There you go. That's a nice fish.
Not that big, but yeah, that's a nice one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a perfect pup. That's a perfect eatable pup right there. Nice fish. Right in the mouth, of course. Not even have to worry about it anymore. Look at that. Look at where he's got that.
Just right.
Absolutely square bottom jaw.
Oh, you got it. Perfect.
Boy, I just turned around and there my son Don Jr.'s got a fish. So we're into him a little bit this morning. How do you like jigging for these babies? Hey, got a little burbot. There we go. We got a burbot. We're watching fish on the finder. We're at about 66 feet right now, and there are a bunch of humps here in Lucerne that are between 65 and 75 feet, and a lot of hills that are going up and down and around. And basically all we're doing is we're dropping down, making sure we hit the bottom. But as soon as we hit the bottom, we come up a couple of reels, a couple of turns of the reel, and then we're basically doing exactly the same thing as a kokanee jig. Now you remember that I usually use my longer rods for kokanee. For lake trout like this, I'm using a shorter 52-inch rod, custom made for me by a guy in Rock Springs, and he's no longer. I haven't been able to contact him recently, so best thing to do is to find a smaller, shorter rod. And the only reason I do that is I believe that you get the hook set faster with these smaller rods than you do the longer rod. Plus, the longer rod you have to deal with. You have backbone. You also have that softer tip, which is going to be harder for you to actually make the hook set as quickly as we do with these when you've got these lake trout that are hitting.
Burbot?
I think so. I don't know what it is. There's the next one. It's taking a little while. Go ahead and get the net there, Don. It's coming up. Not a really big one, but then again, we're working on pups today anyway, so there we go. Yeah. Decent. There we go. Nice. Look and see how that came out.
Falling out of their mouths.
Falling out of their mouths. That's okay. can go ahead and put that in with the others, and we'll get back on it. So what we're doing as far as our line goes is I've got 14-pound test vicious monofilament on this line that I'm using. Don, you can see he's got a red braid, and then he's got 17-pound fluorocarbon on that. He's using green, I'm using white, but basically all we're doing is the reason that I like to have it this time of year, 2 different kinds of lines and 2 different rods, is that you don't know exactly what you're going to be dealing with all the time by way of how aggressive the bite's going to be or how not aggressive. And so I like having the vicious monofilament. It has some stretch, and so I can feel when I set the hook that I'm moving about 2 feet in about 60 to 70 feet, when I set the hook. And so if I get it to where I can't set the hook on these fish, then I'll move to braid and whatever. But I like having the idea that I can really set that hook and start reeling and catch up with the slack that's in the line with my monofilament. So I don't mind using monofilament right now. Don, on the other hand, Junior is you know, he doesn't have any stretch in his line. So if he gets a bite and has to react really, really quickly, it would be a little bit easier. Oh, that was one you just had. I just saw that. Anyway, it's a little bit easier for you to set that hook if you do not have any stretch in your line. However, having said that, sometimes you need the stretch to be able to actually get that fish to bite and actually get the hook in it. So sometimes having braid kind of backfires on you a little.
He hammered that. Oh my gosh.
Well, that was a reaction to the fact that I had one on and it came off.
Probably.
Any size? Let me get the net for you. Oh, nothing wrong with that fish. Oh, that's a great fish. Nothing wrong with that fish right there. Well, that's that yellow glow. Again, good job, buddy. Good job. Got him out? Perfect. Hold that baby up for the camera. That's a nice, that's what, a 20-incher? 20?
Yeah, probably
21
22,
incher? That'll be worth 20.
22.
Yeah, that's a good fish. I missed that one. He's there. He's there. I got him hooked. Oh, he feels good. Not great. You can see him coming up, right? Yeah, I'm halfway up. I don't think it's going to be that. No, it's just a small one. That's good. Just a nice pup. Good job.
Oh yeah, that's a
super. Now look at where that, once again, hate to be a good old broken record, but look where that fish took that absolutely down the throat, and there's nothing on it. There's no sucker meat. There's nothing on it. Can you grab? Yeah, this one seems like a bigger fish.
It looks like a bigger fish on the
It's acting larger.
I actually saw him. I saw that cluster of fish come over.
Yeah, this seems like a pretty doggone good fish here.
I thought he was on me, but he was on you. Oh yeah, he was, doesn't he?
Yeah, this one's taking line and not taking any names.
He's got to be up in that 10-pound variety.
I don't know. Oh, it just came off.
Dang it.
Nope,
No,
it's
no,
still.
no,
I'm just trying to catch up with him.
I was going to say.
Now he's coming up. Oh, he's coming up to the top. And I can't keep up with him. I literally can't keep up with him. Holy cow.
Got some good head shows. He's out in the pond, so I can't see him.
Yeah, he's taking us for a little bit of a ride, this one. You don't have to be quite ready quite yet, because I think we're still down on the bottom. So I'm going to have to kind of keep him kind of in tow a little bit. Now I can set it up. No, go. You can go ahead and drop now. He's right underneath us now. I can see him on the finder now. And he's just heading right down to the bottom again. That's okay. You get down there. There's going to be some other fish that are going to be active. You might be able to get another fish to come up. This one does not want to come up. I hope he's not foul hooked. But it's the same as we've been doing the whole time, so I doubt it is, but you just never know. Making some progress now, son. Yep, he's coming up. Yeah, he's only at about 30 feet now, coming up. See, there's his bubbles. See his bubbles. Yep, he's about 20 feet down. A little more bubbles coming up, so he's about ready to come up. But he just looks like it. Oh, there he is. Oh, look at that baby.
Boy, that's
he's a dandy.
big fish.
He's a dandy.
Oh, look at him dive on you. Well, he's long too.
Well, let me put it this way. If I don't have him in the mouth, I'm going to be shocked because he's fighting because I can feel his head shake. And he should be just exactly like the others. Oh, look at him. Look at him. That's a big fish.
This is the baby now.
In the mouth. Absolutely in the mouth. No, yeah, you got him in there.
That is a brute.
What do you think about that fish, son?
That is a beast.
We're going to have to take care of this beast. But I want you guys to look. Not using anything whatsoever on this lure. And look where he's hooked. Right there. Guys, if that's doesn't tell you that you don't have to snag these things, I don't know what does. Grab that other pliers right there. We'll get this out real quick. But right there, that doggone thing is just so beautiful. I gotta weigh him, so we're gonna try to keep him in the water here for a second while we deal with that. But there you go. What a beautiful fish. See if you can get him out of that net now and just keep holding him by the tail. And let's just make sure that he's totally recovered. I think we've got him handled there. There we go. Now just handle him as gingerly as we can. Wait for him to get ready to go, and he'll tell you when he's ready. Just kind of hold him back and move his head up so he's going the other direction, going out away from the boat so I can get him on film. There we go. That's perfect. What a great fish. And he's off. Look at him go. Look at him go. What a great fish. You know, one of the things that I've been talking about is that not only are we catching these fish in the mouth, we're also using no bait on these lures. And so I've already shown you what I use. I call it white, but Colton Christensen calls it natural glow on his Pout bomb. And that's exactly what I've been using. And Dawn has been using the yellow glow, and we're both in 5/8 ounce. And I know that these should be available in most sportsman's warehouses, certainly in the Utah area and other close like Wyoming and maybe even Idaho and Montana. Good job.
Oh, that's a better fish.
Oh, good job, Don. Oh yeah, make sure you've got plenty of drag. I'm still working on this, on getting your line ready to go back down after you lost that on a snag. So he's just staying down there, isn't he?
Yep.
Good fish. Okay, well, I'm going to come back to you in just a second. Tell me if he's coming up or if you're just giving him line. Well, now 5 minutes later, Don's still hooked up with a beautiful fish. I've got his line ready to go back down. He lost one of the pout bombs on a snag. Is it coming up now? You starting?
No, he's diving back down again.
Still diving back down. Starting to come up.
Haven't seen any bubbles yet, though.
Oh, we've got him. He's coming. He's coming. I'm gonna go hook this rod there and get the net because he's coming up now. I see him on the finder.
There he is. Oh, he's a pretty fish.
Pretty fish. And there he is. Oh, good job. Good job. Not a 30. No, but that's a good fish. I'd say that's a good fish.
Look, it's off.
Yep, came right out of the mouth.
Look at that fish.
Look at that. Phenomenal fish. Oh, look at that. That's so good. Okay, 1875 on that one. So we are, Don's just making sure it's good to go. It looks like it's pretty doggone healthy right now. Boy, he hit that hook was squarely in the mouth. There he goes. Down to the deep. Perfect. Well, Don, how was that one?
Oh, that was a good fish.
Great fight, wasn't it?
Fought really hard.
Good
Stayed
job.
Right on the bottom.
Good job. Hey, thanks again for watching Don Olfen on Fishing. Today has been so much fun. You heard from the opening that we'd already caught several fish before we even started to film, and that is all true. And you know, the funny thing is that we have caught today a bunch of fish, some really good fish. Every one of them in the mouth. A 35-pounder, an 18.75 pounder. Before we started filming, we caught a couple of 10-pounders. Plus, we've caught a bunch of pups that we needed to get out. So I'm sure that we've gotten very, very close to a limit of pups between the two of us, and it's only 10 o'clock. So we've had a wonderful day. We got around 10. So we've had a real great day. Thanks again for watching. Realize that you guys can come out and do this too. This is not really any secret. We just are being patient and doing the best we can to try to get these fish to be coaxed into biting without having to try to snag them or try to do anything that might damage the fish or the fishery. Thanks again for watching.